The dangers police officers face in responding to an active shooter, but they're not the only first responders running toward that major threat. Brooke Hash and photojournalist Jessica Farley sat down with the head of emergency services here in Louisville, describing how the response has changed over the years.
I was actually on my way to work. I'd been gone from my house for about 10 minutes.
Active aggressor, 333 East Main Street.
333 East Main at the Old National Bank.
You know, we've been dispatched on some false active shooter runs in the past and even since then. And you can tell sometimes when they're going to be false, but you knew from this one that it was the real thing.
Is that shots fired?
And the adrenaline takes over.
Jody Myman was one of 100 first responders who rushed to the Old National Bank in downtown Louisville that day.
I can't say enough about the people that went up, you know, into the building, the police, you know, EMS and fire.
They train for this.
We started our active shooter training really about 2013 in the city,
hoping they never have to put it to use.
Our EMS folks wear ballistic equipment every day, all day, on a normal day, and they're under the protection of law enforcement. In case something does go bad, they've got that protection with them.
Myman said it's a critical part in today's emergency response. With mass shootings inside the workplace and our schools, police are no longer the only ones entering the danger zone.
If you think about Columbine, that's where it really changed, because there was a lot of people in that building, and law enforcement's mentality was to secure the building then and wait on SWAT to go in, and it was a long period of time before people could get taken care of. So they started talking about these rescue task forces, and at Virginia Tech, that was the first shooting that had actually started to be implemented, and there was documented lives saved because of it.
Today, Louisville has its own rescue task force.
The fire and EMS gather and stage until the police get to what's called a warm zone, where it's a secure area, there's no threat in that area, there's victims, and they bring in these members for medical assistance to the people that are down. And this happened so fast, the threat was, you know, taken care of, that the police actually were bringing the people out of the building. So EMS actually moved in a lot quicker to get those people out and transport them to University of Louisville Hospital.
In a moment of chaos and heartbreak.
You know, I can't tell you how proud I am of those guys. I mean, they maintained, you know, every bit of composure that they needed. And you don't ever want to have to be put in a situation like that, but you didn't know what was going through their minds. And hopefully it was our calming voice or their calming voice on the other end of that line.
A year later, Louisville is still healing.
It takes a while to grasp what you just went through. Everybody deals with it differently. It affected a lot of lives that day, not only the responders, but, you know, the community.
With photojournalist Jessica Farley, Brooke Hash, WHAS 11, on your side.